the majority caucus of the county council and county commissioners are going to occur on this date. It's not actually required, but that's so that if the public comes in and sees everybody's in there, you've got something posted that so that they don't come into the meeting. But I think there's no reason not to let people know that that's what you're going to do. So it's just a matter of getting a mutually convenient time and seeing if they would like to do the same thing. And I would think that they would want to.
Okay, I can send out an email this afternoon and asking them on what date that they might like. I also would like to give giving notices of meetings. So
I'm available anytime. I can make myself available, and I know Jack. I've spoken to him in the last couple of days, and so I'll find out what his availability is. He didn't have any. I asked him if he had any plans to be going anywhere, and he said no. So they're still working. So I'll let him know.
Beth, I'd prefer it not be Friday night.
okay. All right, that sounds like anyway. So Ted, could you send me the correct language that I should use when I got the notice?
Sure, I will. So what dates are we looking at right now?
We're
Looks like
looking
we're
at June 23rd, 24th, or 25th, or
29th would work too.
29th, 30th, or the 1st, 2nd, or 2nd of July.
29th, what was the other two you broke up?
29th, 30th, 1st or 2nd of July.
Okay, what time in the evening do you want to do this?
4 or after would be fine.
What'd you say, Steve?
I can be here at 4, so it can be an afternoon.
I don't care. I'll do what I have to do.
Right. I'm the same way. We need to have this meeting.
Okay, well, we'll see what the council can have and then decide on a time. If, I know a couple of them might want to do it later.
Okay.
There may be some of them that have, that need a later meeting than that.
Right.
I don't. Okay, well, we'll just wait.
I would like to suggest you go ahead and pick that time that's convenient to you gentlemen also. So if it has to be later than 4, what time would be good time, Beth?
I do not know their schedule, so, I mean, we could set it at 4 and then if we could just keep it at
Okay.
Steve would like.
Yeah, I'll be open because we need to do this. Anywhere between 4 and 5:30 or 6 is great. Because it's probably going to last an hour or so. We need to put a time limit on it too, so we don't get, like we normally do, end up talking about the same thing for 45, 50 minutes and don't get nothing else accomplished.
Yeah, again, there won't be any voting. It's just going to be information, and you will take final action until you have an open meeting and you have the discussion and open, but, okay. That's all I have.
Better for you.
Pardon me?
What time would be better for you?
Anytime. I don't care. I mean, if we wanted to go 4:30 to 6 or 4:30 to 5:30, that's fine with me. Lauren, what do you think?
Anytime.
Okay.
Anytime. Yeah.
Steve, do you think we need an hour and a half, or do you think we need an hour, or what do we need?
It's probably a good hour and a half at least. I think Jack's got a lot of information for us that everybody needs to consider.
Well, how about if we'd set the time from 4:30 to 6 o'clock on one of those nights?
Okay, I got it down.
All right, I'm good with it.
There's a question on the, from a comment I would like to address. The Clinton County caucuses, they were held in their regular meeting rooms. The state, when they have caucuses, the Republican, the majority caucus, the minority caucus, they all caucus in the State House. So yes, the answer is the caucus will be in, I assume, wherever you think is appropriate for the social distancing.
Probably
That's
the-
something that probably needs to be thought about. So maybe you want to use that auditorium, or maybe there's another location that you have. Beth, you can give that some thought.
In the museum area, the election is being held there. I think she will probably need to keep election materials there for a while. I don't know what the time is, but it has to be under lock and key.
Okay, with 14 people, do you think 14 people can be socially distanced in the commissioner's room?
Yes, I think it'd be,
We have 10 seats sitting in front of me here that are 6 feet apart. So that's in the audience section. So if we use those and we space out, commissioners and council wire, we can fit in here, I think. It'd be maximum, but I think we could fit in here.
Beth, will you please include Eric on your message to Josh or whoever you're going to send it to?
yes.
I don't want to beat this too far, Ted, but tell me why I don't want to have this as just a public meeting, a joint meeting.
I guess all I can say is that in Clinton County, the one that I remember the most is they had a county hospital, and they wanted to be able to ask questions of their advisors that they thought were that they needed to have an answer to before they could make a decision. And they wanted to be able to speak freely, and they wanted to be able to ask questions that they might not want to ask in public. I don't know. I think that's why they provide for a caucus.
All right, guys, my phone's dying.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens here. We'll see what, if
The
council.
caucus is the least used legal means of having a closed door meeting, and as long as you don't vote, and as long as to prepare your members to take official action, and it's extraordinary in our situation. It's ordinary in the state and the federal government. I think it should be used more often myself. I think you should have a caucus maybe quarterly, and to be on the same page more often than having the contentious. You don't get a chance to do that, especially on the big issues like this. You need to be prepared. This is part of your preparation. This is part of the council's preparation to make decisions on this issue, is to be able to have the confidential communications with their advisors.
So are you saying that the meeting is confidential? Or like a,
I didn't get it, Beth. What did
I
you
didn't
say?
hear you, Beth.
I said, are you saying that this is a confidential meeting, like an executive session?
No, it's a caucus. It is closed door.
Pardon?
It is closed door. I don't have my copy of the code in front of me here. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to everybody. It's
Good.
a very small part of a caucus is not a meeting under the Indiana open door law. A caucus is not a meeting. And just like the caucuses that the parties hold, those aren't open meetings.
Correct, yes.
But the caucus can have their own rules. The state have rules on their caucuses. The individual parties adopted rules for their caucuses. But the only rules you have to follow are, it has to be to purpose of preparing your members of the governing body to make it of that of that political party to make a decision, and they can't make the decision in a caucus.
Okay. Okay, well, let's find out what the council has to say. Is there anything else that needs, I appreciate that, Ted, thank you.
Okay.
Is there anything else that needs to come before the commissioners? Does anyone out there have anything they want to bring up to the commissioners?
Motion to adjourn so my phone don't die.
That a motion?
Yes.
That was a motion.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we are adjourned. Thank you to all of you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.